What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm that British guy, just a normal British guy with father going about his daily business. Just thought, you know what? I see lots of reactions and other stuff from around the world, but very little from the UK. Um, so yeah, welcome to the channel. If you do like or want me to react to anything, please pop it down in the comments below. Um, like and subscribe, get me up and running. Really appreciate it. But otherwise, let's look at today's video, which is all about the biggest fails from the driving tests in Australia in 2020. So let's go. So thanks to Channel 9 for this video. I know we have to do this one here in the UK and the parallel park, we call it. Looks like he's on alright.
With the car parked, all Ben needs to do is safely pull away from the curb.
When he finished his reverse parallel parking, he decided to pull out, failed to do a shoulder check.
Stop there. Stop.
Okay. I thought he had to wait.
I mean, he did do a shoulder check, but it was about an hour before he moved away from parking. And then he thought the other guy had to wait. Nah, big no-no, that one, isn't it? I say we do the reverse or parallel parking here in the UK as part of our test as well. And yeah, if you have to make anybody change their direction or speed as a result of your actions whilst in your test, you fail instantly. So here for us, that would be a fail.
We came to the first roundabout. He just took an awful long time to take off. Just as we started to slowly move, I saw there's a vehicle approaching the roundabout, and I thought, you need to stop. You're going to crash into this car.
Just wait, there's a car there.
Blind spot.
Blind is certainly one way of putting it.
Being an 8:30 test, I quickly woke up.
Melissa has had her wake-up call, but the alarm still hasn't rung for Cooper.
Very straight ahead.
A long way back, the lights changed, and he didn't react. And I thought, surely you were going to stop for these lights.
I need to stop.
There we go.
Okay, something they don't seem to have there, or whether they're just not allowed to use it. But for us here in the UK, we have dual control. What that means is the examiner or the instructor has a set of pedals in their footwell of the car as well, so that if they need to brake the vehicle, they can do so without having to ask you. So if they have to intervene, which is an automatic failure, regardless of the situation, regardless of the severity, so they don't have to ask you to stop. They will see you're not stopping, and they will intervene and bring the car to a halt themselves. So I don't know if in Australia they don't have that. That's been around for us in the UK for
moments
decades.
later, and it was like he just didn't even look. He was going for it again. Once again, I had to tell him to stop.
Stop.
At this point, Melissa is just hoping to get home in one piece.
I don't get scared in my job very often at all, but today I had to be on the ball. I had to just react to whatever he was about to do.
But eternal optimist Cooper seems happy with how his test is progressing.
Luckily, so far, no stalls, so that's
Wow.
good.
For some unknown reason.
So from that footage, just know I appreciate, it's something I do every day, so I'm gonna have a different impact on it. But it amazes me that after the first couple, they haven't changed their behaviour or anything like that. It'd be great to hear from everybody out there about, how do you feel about those kind of things. But that's just a
He
shame.
decided to stop at a green light. That really
What?
concerned me, because everyone behind you is looking at, it's a green light, we're all going.
Yeah.
We're going to stop
would you
next
stop
to
at
the
a
car
green
here,
light?
and then we're going to reverse back and park behind it, please.
Yes, no problem.
When Thomas starts with the reverse parallel parking, it starts off quite nicely. But then he got himself confused with his steering and which way the steering wheel was supposed to go, and it all went a bit wrong from there.
Oh.
We got where we wanted to be, which is a little bit crooked.
Finished?
Yes.
The problem was the front of the car was about 1.5 meters away from the curb. I could have got a taxi to the curb.
All right, when you're ready, I'd like you to move off again, please.
So we've seen two people there do that reverse parking. So in the UK, we get three things we had to do. So as you can probably tell, it's a little while since I did mine, but we had to do the reverse parking was one. We had to do what we call a turn in the road or a 3-point turn. So you need to be able to, in just three pieces of the maneuver, do a complete 180-degree turn in the road. And the third one would have been an emergency stop, which is where the examiner would have just told you they were going to do it, told you we were in that zone, but they would hit the dashboard with their clipboard or something, or their hand, and then you had to bring the car to a stop. We only have had to be tested on 2 of those 3, and you never knew what 2 of the 3 you were going to get. But what we've just seen there would have been an instant failure as well, what we call a major failure within our driving test. That was miles from the curb.
So you done 3-point turns before?
There you go, 3-point turn. 3-4.
Clearly she doesn't know what it is, so obviously she hasn't. Try to avoid this tree. Sorry. Pulling up here. Watch that curb, watch that curb.
Sorry.
Okay, 3-point turn when you're ready.
Oh my god.
She was very nervous. I think she stopped breathing.
Okay. Stop. And then
Keep moving a bit. Now turn as you're moving. That's better.
indicate right, because we're going backwards that way.
Which way is the back going? Left or right?
Trying to think. Indicate.
The all-new Whoop is here. Get the most advanced view of things and irregular heart rhythm notifications.
Indicate. Indicate right.
Okay.
Left.
Yep.
Yeah. Turn.
Now, slow the car down a bit.
Stop.
Oh.
Spin the wheel.
The way you're indicating. Oops. Other way, other way. Other way. That way. Good.
It's quite tricky. Like, it's a lot to think about
We also
all at once.
only were able to do this with our steering wheel. If we ever did that, that would be a fail instantly as well.
Reverse parallel parking. Hi's never done one before.
Parking? Yeah.
We're going to put the car behind. Into reverse.
This one?
That way. Yeah.
Can do
Not
this.
yet, not yet.
No, no. No, no, no.
Not yet.
Huh? This one?
No, no, no. You reverse back straight. Just straight. And turn. We're steering the wrong way. All right, back up.
Oh, what's that?
We just go back front. We'll try
Oh
again.
dear.
Slowly.
Slow. Very slow.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more. Fast. One more.
You said slowly, right?
Slow brakes. Easiest way to teach her was I pointed her feet. Feet slow, hand fast.
Feet.
Slow.
Fast hand, slowly.
Fast
feet.
hand, slow feet.
Feet. Yes. Oh, sorry. Not good now.
We hit the curb.
Huh?
We're on the curb. The street coming up, we are going to turn left, so clutch in, and second gear neutral, left and down. That's it. Good. Watch out. No, you're good. And just breathe.
This guy looks like he's just
clutch, you've got to change the gear.
soiled his
Andrew's
pants.
yapping in my ear.
Sorry,
It's
boxes
very
or
stressful.
Returning somewhere.
briefs.
Good. Alright, third gear on.
That's good.
Good. Watch out slowly. You've got to build up speed. Third gear on.
Jesus Christ.
Third gear on. Stay slow.
Oh shit.
Good shoulder check left. Watch out
Sorry for
slowly.
that, just watching.
Watch the curve, positioning. Make sure you're looking good way. Good. Straight ahead. Just hold it there. Good. Now gently off your brakes. Just let the car roll. And stop there.
Oh man, that last one was crazy. He was just like all over the place, crazy. Everything going too fast, hands, gears, road position. Man. Don't worry though, we got some really bad drivers here in the UK. If you want to see that, come over to the UK and just drive around some of our roads.
Gently brake it, yeah? This car's a bit more touchy than my other one. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? You ready? Okay, clutch out halfway again, nice and slow. Now a little bit of power, and off you go. Then straight ahead, now start steering. Indicators back on, indicators came off. Indicators back on. It's going to come off again. It's going to come off all the way. That's it. Now a little bit of power. Probably every 5 minutes I was holding onto the wheel. The problem is with Tony is when I get him to do a gear change, he then takes his eyes off everything else, concentrates on the gear change, forgets what else is going on, and then starts veering into things. Watch those guys.
So that whole thing about looking down, I remember that. Yeah, definitely. You used to look down, take a while for you to feel. Obviously, most modern cars, so in the US, most cars in Europe now these days, in the last few years, or new, are automatic. You haven't got to worry about that anymore. Or if you're an electric car driver, they've only got one gear anyway, so it's in forward gear. So you don't have to worry about looking down. What gear am I in? What gear am I in? But I remember those first few minutes of learning to drive, like all that time ago. Of you have to look down. What gear am I in? Am I in second? I'm in third. But perhaps maybe not quite so crazy as this. If anyone's got any stories, chuck them down below in the comments because I'd love to hear. How was your experience? Did this happen to you? Was this something you guys also saw, or did? Was it even worse? Or if you know of any other great videos with some really bad driving in, just pop them in the comments below.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Clutch out slowly. And slowly. All right,
kangaroo.
clutch in for me. I'm normally pretty calm when I'm on a driving lesson, but occasionally that can surprise me. Power off first, power up, power off. Whoa. Sunglasses fell off.
There we go. Someone else.
I wouldn't do that. Oh, shit. I believe Fletcher at this stage shouldn't be doing a driving test.
Looks like Fletcher's brain has gone fishing, and he's heading for trouble.
Watch that speed. It's a school zone.
Learn about this new invention that provides 100% protection.
It's not like you don't know that you have to watch your speeds. Halfway through it, you just zone out.
Fair point.
Make sure you don't zone out on your driving test, yes?
Yep. I want to go that way.
Okay. 6 years, I just got my...
Oh, that's exciting.
Where's she going?
Ooh.
Bit of off-roading on this
Who
test.
put that big hole there? That should have sent my alarm bells ringing and away from the curb then. Every junction we come to, she's stopping. Now look right, off brake, so you carried on braking and we stopped again. And I'm trying to work out why. Don't need to stop, do we?
Atia's having none of it.
I find it comfortable though.
Yeah, the problem with it is that's actually dangerous. If we suddenly stopped when we should have gone, we're going to get hit from behind.
I've seen many
What's
people
sign
do
say
that.
up there?
I can't see yet.
Head in his hands.
Now I can see.
You know it's bad when your instructor does that and put their head in their hands. They must be thinking, oh, what are we doing here, man? But you get a lot of people doing that. I've seen a lot of people do that. So driving in the US recently, it was really interesting to see and compare the differences between the UK and the US. I'll talk a bit about that later on, but yeah, when your instructor puts their head in their hands, you know it's probably time to just call it a day and come back another time. Hopefully she got better though.
Point I started to worry that her glasses that she's got on are not good enough. She's pull over just here.
Mark pulls over to conduct an eye test.
How far do you reckon we are away from that car?
Not far.
Can you read the registration number to me?
Wow.
Can't see.
You can't see the reg number?
No, it's like CA something.
Okay. She can't see. I really do think that you need your eyes retested.
I couldn't see,
But normally I don't find that a problem.
Clutch up. That's it, nice and gentle.
I couldn't see, but normally I don't find that a problem. Let me just go back but to pick this one up again. That completely threw me. Man, if you can't see, that's insane. You're not going to be able to see things that are around you. But that's got to be like the quote from this entire video. I couldn't see, but I don't normally find that a problem. It made me laugh, that one.
That's it, nice and gentle.
Whoa.
Restart it. I've got to stay calm. The pressure is on. She wants to go. And the more she wants to go, the more chances there are that she's going to stall again. Nice and gently, clutch up. Gently. Don't worry about it. We're stuck in the middle. We're not going anywhere, are we? Nice and gently. Oh, big truck coming. Them bigger than us. Scared? I was terrified, she said. You in the right driving position?
Back to this guy again. He was in an earlier clip in the video.
When Thomas got in the car with me,
perfect
he
parking.
put it into gear, tried to take the handbrake off, and it wasn't working. He seemed to just forget how to take the handbrake off.
Been years since I've had a manual one, but
and it still wasn't coming off.
You have to lift it up a little bit, don't you, to push the button in. But then
After that
test
long, I
type
was gonna
pressure
have to intervene, which would have
situations
meant
just
you would have
make your
failed
brain fall
before
apart.
we'd even moved away from the curb.
I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but you often, when you're on the outside looking in, you can get the answers to game shows. You can see things that people are doing here like that. It's been a long time, but it used to be that you slightly lifted the handbrake up as you push the button in. That would help release it because it's in a ratchet down at the pivot point. But most modern cars, way since earlier than 2020, a lot of them have electronic handbrakes, so you never have to worry about that anymore. But in the heat of some of that situation or the moment something goes wrong, you lose it completely. Looks like Thomas in this case, who aced his parallel parking earlier on in the video, seems to be struggling with the handbrake this time round.
Take a deep breath and remember how to do it.
There we go. Cool. Well, thanks everybody. My very first attempt at a reactions video. It's going to be better over time. Going to keep looking at things around driving because it's something I can relate to. But there'll be other bits and pieces. I'm going to look at just generally how different parts of the world do things because, yep, I've been fortunate to travel to places, but hey, you don't always know the history. So I'm going to be looking around all over the world, comparing Australia, Europe, America, just to learn stuff, but also just to see some fun videos. And hey, just to, as I say, a lot of reactions from the US, but not many from the UK. So if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Let's get us up to that first point of 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, join us next time.